Our planet is full of wonders, mysteries hidden deep in the oceans, secrets whispered among ancient trees, and phenomena so extraordinary that they seem to defy logic. But what if I told you that the world around us is even more incredible than we ever imagined? Hi there, welcome to Now You Know This. If you love exploring the marvels of nature and unraveling the secrets of our world, then you're in the right place. Today, we're about to embark on a journey through some of the most surprising and mind-blowing facts about the natural world. So, buckle up, because what you're about to discover will change the way you see our planet forever. Have you ever wondered how a plant can eat meat? Or how some animals can create their own light in the darkest depths of the ocean? Or maybe you've heard about deserts that suddenly burst into bloom after years of lying dormant. These are just a few of the amazing things we're going to explore today. And trust me, by the end of this video, you'll be looking at nature with a whole new sense of awe. We dive deep into the mysteries of the natural world, uncovering stories and facts that will leave you astonished. Whether you're a nature lover, a science geek, or just someone with a curious mind, this channel is your gateway to the wonders of our planet. So, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon so you don't miss any of our exciting adventures. Now, without further ado, let's dive into 5 of the most surprising, strange, and utterly fascinating facts about the natural world. Get ready to see nature like you've never seen it before. Imagine you're walking through a dense, misty swamp. The air is thick with humidity, and the ground beneath you squelches with every step. As you push aside the tall grasses, you come face to face with a plant that seems almost alien. Its leaves are poised like traps, waiting for the slightest touch. This is no ordinary plant. This is a carnivorous plant, a botanical predator that has evolved to do the unthinkable, eat meat. Carnivorous plants are a fascinating group of organisms that have adapted to thrive in environments where most plants would struggle to survive. Typically, plants get their nutrients from the soil through their roots, but in places like bogs, swamps, and other nutrient-poor habitats, these resources are scarce. So, over millions of years, certain plants developed a unique solution: they became hunters. By trapping and digesting insects, spiders, and even small vertebrates, these plants get the nutrients they need, particularly nitrogen, which is crucial for their growth. But how do these plants actually catch their prey? Well, different species have developed different strategies. The Venus flytrap, perhaps the most famous of all carnivorous plants, uses rapid leaf movement to snap shut on unsuspecting insects. This happens so quickly, often in less than a second, that the prey has no chance to escape. Then there are pitcher plants, which lure insects with sweet nectar into their deep, slippery traps. Once inside, the insect slides down into a pool of digestive enzymes at the bottom, where it meets its end. And let's not forget about the sundews, whose leaves are covered in sticky, glistening tentacles. When an insect lands on these leaves, it becomes hopelessly entangled, and the plant slowly envelopes it, digesting it alive. Once a carnivorous plant has caught its prey, the process of digestion begins. The plant secretes enzymes that break down the soft tissues of the insect, releasing nutrients like nitrogen and phosphorus, which are then absorbed by the plant. This process can take days, depending on the size of the prey and the species of the plant. It's a slow, methodical process, but it's highly efficient. These plants have become masters at extracting the maximum benefit from their unfortunate victims. Carnivorous plants can be found all over the world, from the wetlands of North America to the tropical forests of Southeast Asia. Each species is perfectly adapted to its environment. For example, the Venus flytrap is native to a small area in the southeastern United States, where the soil is acidic and low in nutrients. Meanwhile, pitcher plants can be found in various regions, each with its unique shape and color, designed to attract and trap specific types of prey. These plants play a crucial role in their ecosystems, controlling insect populations and even providing habitats for certain species that live inside the pitchers. It's a delicate balance between predator and prey, showcasing the incredible adaptability and diversity of life on Earth. The concept of talking trees might sound like something out of a fairy tale, but recent scientific discoveries suggest that trees are far more communicative and interconnected than we ever imagined. While trees don't speak in the way humans do, they have developed a sophisticated system of communication that allows them to share information, support each other, and even warn one another of danger. This underground network, often referred to as the Wood Wide Web, reveals a hidden world of interaction beneath our feet. At the heart of this communication system is a vast network of mycorrhizal fungi that live in symbiosis with the trees. These fungi form intricate webs of thread-like structures called mycelium that extend from the roots of the trees and connect them to one another. Through this network, trees can exchange nutrients, water, and chemical signals over long distances. In fact, a single forest can contain a vast and interconnected network that links thousands of trees, both of the same species and different species. One of the most fascinating aspects of this communication is how trees use it to help each other. For example, older, larger trees, sometimes called mother trees, act as central hubs in this network. They can channel nutrients and energy to younger, smaller trees that are struggling to grow in the shade. This support helps ensure the survival and health of the entire forest. Studies have shown that when a mother tree is injured or dying, it can send a final burst of nutrients through the network to its seedlings, giving them a better chance to thrive. But trees don't just share resources, they also send warnings. When a tree is attacked by pests or grazed by herbivores, it can release chemical signals through its leaves and roots. These signals travel through the mycelium network to neighboring trees, triggering them to produce defensive chemicals like tannins that make their leaves less palatable to the attackers. In this way, trees can warn each other of danger and collectively enhance their defenses. The idea of talking trees challenges our traditional view of nature as a purely competitive environment. Instead, it suggests that forests function more like cooperative communities, where trees work together for the greater good. This has profound implications for how we understand ecosystems and how we manage forests. It also raises questions about the consciousness and intelligence of plants, pushing us to rethink the boundaries of communication and social interaction in the natural world. In essence, the phenomenon of talking trees reveals the incredible complexity and interconnectedness of life on Earth. It highlights the subtle and often hidden ways in which organisms interact, cooperate, and support one another, creating a dynamic and resilient web of life. Far from being silent and solitary, trees are active participants in a vast, living network that helps sustain the health and diversity of our planet's ecosystems. Blooming deserts is a phenomenon that seems almost miraculous, vast, barren landscapes suddenly bursting into vibrant life, covered in a stunning array of flowers and greenery. These deserts, which are typically dry and inhospitable, can transform into colorful carpets of blooms after receiving rare and much-needed rain. The sight is not only breathtaking but also a remarkable demonstration of nature's resilience and adaptability. Deserts are among the harshest environments on Earth, characterized by extreme temperatures, intense sunlight, and minimal rainfall. Most of the time, these areas appear lifeless, with only the hardiest of plants managing to survive. However, beneath the surface, there lies a hidden world of seeds and bulbs, waiting for just the right conditions to awaken. The phenomenon of blooming deserts is most famously observed in places like the Atacama Desert in Chile, the Sonoran Desert in North America, and the deserts of Australia. These regions can go for years or even decades without significant rainfall, and during those dry periods, the seeds of desert plants lie dormant, protected by tough outer shells that prevent them from germinating until conditions are ideal. When rain finally comes, often triggered by unusual weather patterns like El Niño, the transformation begins. The seeds absorb water and begin to sprout, sometimes within just a few days. The desert floor, once barren and brown, rapidly fills with a riot of color as wildflowers bloom en masse. These blooms can include a wide variety of species, each adapted to the unique conditions of its environment. In the Atacama Desert, for example, you might see fields of purple malva flowers, yellow ananuka, and white sand verbenas, all blooming simultaneously. The timing of these blooms is critical. The plants must grow, flower, and set seed quickly before the desert heat returns and dries out the landscape once again. This creates a fleeting but spectacular display, often lasting just a few weeks before the flowers wither and the seeds are scattered, ready to lie dormant once more until the next rain. The blooming desert phenomenon is not just a visual spectacle but also a crucial event for the local ecosystem. The sudden abundance of flowers provides a temporary but vital food source for a variety of insects, birds, and other animals. Pollinators, such as bees and butterflies, are particularly important during this time, as they help ensure that the plants can reproduce and set seed for the next generation. In some cases, these blooming events can be so massive that they can be seen from space, with satellite images capturing the transformation of the landscape from brown to green and colorful. These blooms also attract visitors and nature enthusiasts from around the world, eager to witness the rare and beautiful event. However, blooming deserts are also a reminder of the delicate balance of nature. While they showcase the resilience and adaptability of desert plants, they also highlight the vulnerability of these ecosystems to changes in climate and human activity. Increasingly erratic weather patterns due to climate change could affect the frequency and timing of these blooms, potentially disrupting the life cycle of the plants and the animals that depend on them. In recent years, there has also been concern about the impact of tourism on these delicate ecosystems. While blooming deserts draw large numbers of visitors, the presence of so many people can sometimes lead to damage to the fragile plants and soil, especially if people stray off designated paths. Efforts are being made in many regions to educate visitors and manage tourism in a way that protects the environment while still allowing people to enjoy the beauty of the blooms. In conclusion, the phenomenon of blooming deserts is a powerful testament to the resilience and adaptability of life in even the harshest conditions. These rare and fleeting displays of color and life remind us of the incredible ability of nature to persist and thrive, given the right circumstances. They also serve as a call to protect these unique and fragile environments so that future generations can continue to witness and be inspired by the magic of blooming deserts. Pink lakes are among nature's most unusual and striking phenomena. These lakes, with their vivid pink or red hues, seem almost otherworldly, creating landscapes that look like they belong in a fantasy novel. The distinct color of these lakes is the result of specific natural processes involving microorganisms and chemical reactions. One of the most famous examples of a pink lake is Lake Hillier, located on Middle Island in Western Australia. This lake is renowned for its vibrant, bubblegum pink color, which remains constant throughout the year. The color comes from a combination of high salinity and the presence of a specific microorganism known as Dunaliella salina. This microalgae produces a pigment called beta-carotene, which gives the lake its striking pink hue. In addition to this algae, the lake's high salt concentration further enhances the color. Another notable pink lake is Lake Retba, also known as Lac Rose, situated near Dakar in Senegal. This lake's pink color is influenced by the presence of a different strain of Dunaliella salina, along with a high concentration of salt. The color can intensify during the dry season when the lake's salt levels are highest. Lake Retba is a vital resource for local salt producers, who harvest the salt from the lake's surface, sometimes creating a stark contrast between the vibrant pink water and the white salt crystals. In Spain, the Salinas de Torrevieja is another example, where salt flats turn pink due to the same algae, along with the presence of other microorganisms that thrive in the salty environment. The lake's color can vary from pale pink to deep red depending on the time of year and the concentration of algae and salt. The unique coloration of these lakes is not only visually striking but also serves as an indicator of the environmental conditions within the lake. The presence of pink lakes typically signifies a highly saline environment where specific microorganisms can thrive. These organisms have adapted to extreme conditions, such as high salinity and temperature, which are inhospitable to most other forms of life. While the pink lakes are a marvel of natural beauty, they also highlight the delicate balance of their ecosystems. Changes in salinity, temperature, or pollution can affect the microorganisms responsible for the color, potentially altering the lake's appearance or even disrupting the local ecosystem. In summary, pink lakes are a vivid example of nature's ability to create extraordinary beauty through complex biological and chemical processes. They remind us of the intricate connections between environmental conditions and the life forms that adapt to them, showcasing the diverse and fascinating phenomena that our planet has to offer. Bioluminescence is one of nature's most captivating phenomena, a natural light show produced by living organisms. Found in various forms across the world, from the gentle glow of fireflies to the eerie illumination of deep-sea creatures, bioluminescence is a chemical reaction involving luciferin and luciferase. When these molecules interact in the presence of oxygen, they emit light. Unlike most lights we encounter, bioluminescence is cold light, generating little heat, which is crucial for the delicate tissues of the organisms that use it. Fireflies are perhaps the most familiar example, using their bioluminescent abilities for communication, especially during mating season. Each species of firefly has its own unique light pattern, allowing them to find and recognize mates in the darkness. But the ocean, where sunlight barely penetrates beyond a few hundred meters, is where bioluminescence truly comes alive. In this dark abyss, up to 90% of deep-sea organisms are bioluminescent, using their glow for camouflage, hunting, and communication. For instance, deep-sea fish and squid often use bioluminescence for counter-illumination, emitting light from their undersides to blend with the faint light above, making them invisible to predators below. Predators like the anglerfish use bioluminescence to lure prey into their deadly jaws, while other species use it to communicate or startle predators. One of the most spectacular displays of bioluminescence occurs with dinoflagellates, tiny marine organisms that can create vast, glowing expanses of water, known as bioluminescent tides. When disturbed, these organisms emit a bright blue or green light, turning the sea into a shimmering, glowing spectacle, often seen in tropical regions like Puerto Rico or the Maldives. The evolution of bioluminescence is a fascinating adaptation to the challenges of various environments, particularly in the deep sea. Scientists are not only intrigued by how bioluminescence works but are also exploring its potential applications in medicine and environmental science. For instance, bioluminescent proteins are now used in medical research to track cells and study diseases in real time, while bioluminescent organisms may serve as natural indicators of environmental changes. In essence, bioluminescence is a brilliant example of nature's ingenuity, showing how life adapts to even the most extreme and dark environments. It's a reminder of the incredible diversity and wonder that exists within our planet's ecosystems, where life doesn't just survive but thrives and glows in the dark. These were just a few of the incredible facts about the natural world. Which one surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel for more fascinating content. I'll see you in the next video.